Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to say I'm sorry. I want to say I'm sorry for gaslighting you this entire time, thinking that this Atlanta Falcons team was decent, was good, just thinking it was one issue here, one issue there. I want to apologize. Because everything has hit rock bottom today for the Atlanta Falcons. And unfortunately, it's time for a new regime. And unlike the Atlanta Falcons, I'm admitting to my mistakes. It was a big mistake. Me talking about looking at things with the glass half full, giving Raheem Morris and the staff a pass, that's on me. Because what was displayed today against the Miami Dolphins was utterly unacceptable. And many of you know I'm a guy that always sees the positives in anything. This is a negative. Nothing was done well today. And unfortunately for this staff, it's time for all of them to be gone. It's time to clear house and get a coach with some competent ideas and moves that will help this program move forward. The fact of the matter is, the Atlanta Falcons not only didn't perform today, but got embarrassed at home against the Miami Dolphins team, who still didn't look good. Like, they won and they scored, but they didn't even look good. It's not what's frustrating, but it's just embarrassing for Falcons fans. And I'm honestly with you. And for those out there saying, well, the Falcons didn't have players, this, that, and the other, I want to compare it to the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers have competent coaches, have a competent OC. And if you look at the team that the Atlanta Falcons played the week before, they essentially were the Atlanta Falcons this week. They were missing most of their receivers. They had their star running back. They had their second-string quarterback. And they had a defense who was playing a bunch of backups. And that's what the Atlanta Falcons did today. That's who they had today. But unlike the Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco won. And it did it in a way by scheming up plays for their players to be successful. Zach Robinson is terrible. I hate to admit, like I said, I was a guy that thought Zach Robinson wasn't the greatest, but generally looked past it just because I thought it was this, that, and the other. He's terrible. The fact of the matter is, we won some of these same plays that we ran last game on the same situations is baffling. And it's really just sad. It really is. So, I think immediate action, minimum, Zach Robinson needs to be demoted. At least promote TJ Yates. 2, Raheem Morris didn't have his team ready to play. Like, it was clear. And I think it was, the vibe I got was they thought they were going to win this game. Obviously, they thought it was going to be an easier game. Therefore, they decided to rest a bunch of players. I saw a quote that said, if this was a playoff game, Michael Penix Jr. would have played. This should have been treated like a playoff game. This should have been an urgent situation for this Falcons team, because as we look around the league, pretty much everyone in the NFC lost today, other than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are currently winning or who will probably win. Therefore, if the Falcons would have won this game today, they would have given themselves a pretty decent chance and a leg up when it comes to NFC standings for the playoffs. But no, they laid a goose egg. They sucked. They decided to take a week off just because they thought they were going to be better than Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins smacked them in the face. And now it's time for everyone to go. Other things I saw in the game. Our offensive line took a step back again. I don't get that. We went from having the best offensive line, one of the best running offensive lines in the NFL, to one of the worst in a matter of 2 weeks. Don't really understand that. Once again, I understand from a pass catching perspective, you're missing a lot of receivers, but still, that's no excuse. And the scheme wasn't even good. It wasn't even good to get the receivers you have the ball. Bijan Robinson was quiet due to the offensive play calling. Defense looked like they were out of sync, couldn't stop the run due to J.D. Bertrand. He's in the game. I don't understand why. At the worst, why not just roll with a 3 safety look? At least we know that they'll be more athletic side to side, and they could at least help with stopping the run. It's just baffling right now. And like I said, I usually gave this coaching staff the benefit of the doubt. It's just frustrating. It's just really frustrating. I know this is a rant. I know this isn't a typical video for me, but the Atlanta Falcons aren't good at all right now. And I don't know how I know how they can get better. They can fire a couple guys. But as a head coach, if I'm a head coach, I don't know how they can get better. Like, it's just shocking that they lost this game. Now, a couple other things I noticed. I feel like we're doing a little bit too much of not practicing. I feel like we're trying to manage injuries, and we need to practice. We need to get better because this team is clearly regressing every week, and all the other teams are getting better. And also, if I'm Arthur Blank, like, at this point, you should give yourself a spark. I don't know if that's firing Raheem Morris. I don't know if that's telling Raheem Morris to fire the OC. You need a spark. And so, just really, really, really frustrating game. And it's pretty much at an all-time rock bottom right now. And I know that's crazy. We're 3-4, and we're pretty much at rock bottom. But we are pretty much at rock bottom. Games coming up. We play the Colts and the Patriots, two of the best teams in the AFC. We'll go ahead and say it's probably going to be 2 losses. That's fine. And then we go, I think we play a divisional rival. And if we play the way we did today, we're going to lose to the Saints, Panthers, and Tampa Bay. And I don't think we'll win a division game, to be completely honest. And then we'll be, 6-11, 5-12. And oh, by the way, we don't have our first rounder for next year. So, good job, Raheem. Good job, Atlanta Falcons. Way to suck. Way to do nothing. Way to not to get better. And way to ruin this organization, because it's really sad, because you got a lot of talent. Also, Kirk Cousins, good job not raising your trade value. And also, good job not playing in the NFL anymore, because I wouldn't sign you. Just being completely honest. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Rock bottom. Falcons fans, I will say this. I want to apologize to you. This is not good. And I apologize for, I hate to say gaslighting you, but thinking it's better than it actually is. It's time to clear house, which is crazy with a talented roster, but it's time to clear house. It's time to get a competent coach and a competent front office that can help this team to the next level. But I want to ask you a question. Who is your short list of new head coaches for this team? I was just looking, and I feel like last year had a lot of really good candidates. In the year we're looking for a coach this year, I don't know who's going to be a good candidate for this team this year. So leave your comments and your thoughts down below. Let me know who you think is going to be a good coach. But yeah, I'm very shocked, and I'm not even upset at this point. I'm just not even disappointed. I'm just like saddened that this team has turned out to be this point. But yeah, also, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And also, if you can subscribe for me, because I want to be talking more about next steps for the Atlanta Falcons moving forward, such as coaching candidates, probably GM candidates, probably OC candidates, and probably DC candidates for this team next year if they decide to fire Raheem. So please stay tuned. And like always, peace.